Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Way 90. Hey, boys, way 90.
Play clock winding down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First carry down for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Tight end to the right. Move. Set. Blue 58. Blue 58. Set.
Here's Bridgewater. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Set. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hey. Four down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's second down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Man left. Set. Hey. Wide 80. Hey, we got wide 80.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Force. Set. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Bridgewater again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Set, blue 60. Four down, check.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Set, yellow 20. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Double tight. 4 down. Set, yellow 20. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On first down, Stafford here. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Four yards remaining now on second down. Now Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Hey, 4 down. You set, 280.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
3 down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike by 4.
from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, boys, here we go. 180. I got 15. I got 15. Me.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Room to run inside the 40. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 32. Hey, boy, you got 4.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, double tight. We got 4. Set. 180.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set. 4 there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 13-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Red zone opportunity.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Set. 280. Hey. 4 down. Hey, go here. Watch twist.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Blue 58. Blue 58. Even. 4 down. Even. Force. Bang, 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 bang.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
180.
Second down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Get ready. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards remaining here on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Get ready. 180.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Tiger.
The play clock's running down. Here's Bridgewater. The quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
Double tight. 4 down. Set. Red 80.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, 4 down. We're rolling. 280. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Stafford now to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Blue 58. Everyone's got Blue 58.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Single. Set. Blue 58. Blue 58. Tight right.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Double tight. Set. Blue 58. Blue 58. Force.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll be knocked down sideways. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Let's go. Wait 90.
Got 4.
Wait 90.
Got 4.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Let's go.
4 down. Alert.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey. 4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Set. Wide 80.
3 down.
Wide 80.
Check. 3 down.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Cover tight.
Set. Wide 80.
Out.
Wide 80.
5 down. Stand up in.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Set. 180.
Hey, we got
And they begin the drive with a duel up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
3 down, 3 down. Set, 3 on right, 3 on right. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Set, 187, check right, 54.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's exactly what Detroit wants to do with Theo Riddick. Find a way to get him the ball on 3rd down out of the backfield. Man's got excellent hands.
The numbers bear that out. 2 years ago, led all running backs with 80 catches. 10 games last year, 53 catches. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult. To hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Set. Way 90. Way 90.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3 down, 3 down. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Everyone's got 4
Wide 80.
down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Two, J.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check Nick.
Now Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last two drives. On first down, Stafford here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Floyd. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Let's go. Way 90. Dagger, dagger.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Set. Way 90.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Way 90. Way 90.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Single, I got a single in the slot, single in the slot.
Set. Wide 80.
Check,
Wide
check
80.
82, check 82.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Floyd. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Double tight.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Double tight.
They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Wait, 90.
Five down. Stand up in.
Again, it's Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Set. Wait, 90. Wait, 90.
They got it. I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through him. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike's by 4.
Now Stafford.
Come on.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Eyes on 85. Eyes on 85. Here we go. Single.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Set, get a 20.
Stafford on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Set, waiting. Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. Set, get a 20. 54 is Mike.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. His throw incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down. Set, lady. Hey, watch that. Check right on.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey. Lady. 4 down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Set. Hey, wait 90.
Hey, we
Wait,
got
90.
We got four down.
Set.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second down following the run.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Get ready.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Here's Bridgewater. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Come on, baby.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Set. Wide 80.
Hey,
Wide
watch number 33. Watch number 33.
They run. Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight
Get
end's
ready.
right.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
To throw is Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Set. Wide.
4 down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Haloti Ngata coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 15. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Zebra!
Hey, four down.
Set, lady. Hey, boys, here we go.
Check.
The second down run for Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Strong right.
Set, 180.
We got 3.
From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Double tight.
Let's go. Blue
Hey, boys,
58.
four down.
Blue 58.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really likes soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
They go with Murray again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Get ready. Blue 58.
Single receiver.
Blue
Hey,
58.
you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Tiger! Blue 58!
Alert!
Two jet!
Slam!
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Get ready! Wide 80!
Hey.
Wide 80!
Four down.
Tiger! Get ready! Wide 90!
Hey, watch the edge.
Wide 90!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Man left.
Tiger! Get ready!
Hey, we got four. We got 4 down.
Let's go! Tiger! Wide 80! Wide 80!
Rush in.
Tiger!
Check 31. Shoot.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Get ready! Blue 58!
Number 5, watch number 5.
Force!
Exit.
Get ready!
Check. Fresno.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight.
Let's go! Blue 58! Two jet! Let's go! Wide 80! Wide 80!
Go.
Winding down. Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Two times.
Set. Wide 80.
Four down.
Wide 80.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Let's go. Wide 90.
Four down.
Wide 90.
Four down.
Force. Tiger. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Time running out here on the play clock. Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Get ready. Wide 90.
The play clock's running down. Second down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Wide 90. Wide 90.
To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Set. Waiting. Hey, four down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Tight end left. Everyone's got 4 down. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
We got four. We got four.
Set. Blue 60.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Four down. All right, boys, here we go. Right there.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set. Waiting. 50.
They go with Abdullah again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
32. Set. 80. Pack 55. All right, boys, here we go. 180. No. Omaha, ready, move. Set. 180.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Check.
Bridgewater on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Get ready. Wide 80.
Four down.
Wide 80.
Check. Four down.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Set. Blue 80.
On first down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Here we go. 180.
Four down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single. 19's me.
180.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
90.
Four down.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tight right. Get ready. Wide 80. Fourth. Get ready. Wide 80.
I got 11.
Wide 80. Hot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 21-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Blue 58. Hey, we got 3 down. Blue 58. Hey.
Again, it's Murray. Spins by. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Set. Way 90. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Way 90.
This is Murray. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
58.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Set. 4 down. Alert.
They run with Murray. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Ebron's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly.
Blue 60. 54's Mike.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Lions on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Set. 180. Alert, alert. 3 down. 59. Out.
Back to throw. And he connects with Ebron. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right.
Set. 180.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.